One of the most extraordinary and devastating uprisings in world history, the Taiping Rebellion was a massive civil war in 19th-century China that lasted from 1850 to 1864. The rebellion, led by a self-proclaimed religious leader, Xiuquan, aimed to overthrow the ruling Qing Dynasty and establish a new kingdom based on Hong's vision of a heavenly kingdom of great peace. The Taiping Rebellion would eventually become one of the bloodiest conflicts in history, with an estimated death toll of between 20 to 30 million people. The origins of the rebellion. Xiuquan, the leader of the Taiping movement, came from a humble background. He was born in 1814 in southern China to a poor Hakka family. Hong attempted to pass the imperial civil service exams multiple times, but failed each time. During a particularly difficult period in his life, Hong fell ill, and during his recovery, he had a series of religious visions. He believed that he was the younger brother of Jesus Christ and was chosen to lead a divine mission to overthrow the Qing Dynasty, which he viewed as corrupt and illegitimate. Hong's interpretation of Christianity was heavily influenced by local Chinese beliefs, creating a unique and radical religious doctrine. He called himself the Heavenly King and claimed that his kingdom on earth would replace the corrupt, demonic Qing Dynasty with a new, purified society. Hong gathered a following, especially among the oppressed peasants in southern China, who were suffering under the heavy tax burdens, corruption, and the oppression of the Qing government. The rise of the Taiping Army. By 1850, Hong and his growing band of followers had amassed a significant force. The Taiping Army, known for its strict discipline and revolutionary zeal, began to capture towns and cities across southern China. Their slogan, Heavenly Kingdom of Great Peace, symbolized their goal of creating a utopian society free from the corruption and exploitation they believed characterized the Qing regime. The Taiping forces quickly took control of large parts of southern China. In 1851, Hong declared himself emperor of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom and set up a capital in the city of Nanjing. The Taiping Kingdom was effectively an independent state within China, and its influence spread rapidly. The Taiping ideology was radical for its time. They advocated for a social system that abolished traditional hierarchies, including foot binding, slavery, and the worship of Confucian ancestors. They promoted gender equality, and women played active roles in the Taiping government and military. However, despite the lofty ideals, the Taiping leadership was often marked by authoritarianism and internal conflict. The Qing response. The Qing dynasty initially underestimated the Taiping threat, but as the rebellion spread, the ruling Qing emperors realized that they were facing a full-scale insurgency. The Qing government responded with fierce military campaigns, drawing on their imperial army and the support of local militias. At first, the Qing army struggled against the Taiping forces, who were well organized and determined. However, as the Taiping movement grew, it began to fracture. The leadership became more erratic, and internal divisions emerged. Xiuquan, for example, became increasingly paranoid, executing many of his own followers who were suspected of disloyalty. This weakened the Taiping leadership and led to discontent within the ranks. Meanwhile, the Qing dynasty, aided by European powers, especially Britain and France, managed to reorganize and push back. The Western powers had interests in maintaining stability in China and were also concerned about the spread of the Taiping movement, which had challenged traditional Chinese social and political norms. The fall of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. In 1864, after more than a decade of brutal fighting, the Qing forces finally retook Nanjing, the Taiping capital. The fall of Nanjing marked the beginning of the end for the Taiping Rebellion. Xiuquan, who had been living in seclusion for several years, died of illness and exhaustion. His death left the Taiping leadership in disarray, and the movement gradually collapsed. The remaining Taiping forces were scattered and hunted down, with many of their leaders executed or forced into exile. By the time the rebellion was officially suppressed, it had caused massive destruction across China, with entire cities and regions ravaged by the conflict. The legacy of the Taiping Rebellion. The Taiping Rebellion is often regarded as one of the bloodiest conflicts in history, with estimates of the death toll ranging from 20 million to as high as 30 million people, making it more deadly than both World War I and World War II in terms of casualties. The vast majority of these deaths were the result of battle, starvation, disease, and massacres carried out by both the Taiping forces and the Qing government.